Tom rode his motorcycle fast down the street. He was in a bad mood. His boss had called him early that morning and told him to come to work right away. There was a big problem that only Tom could fix. Tom worked as a mechanic at a busy garage in town. He was the best at fixing old bikes. The sun was hot that day. Tom wore his black leather jacket even though it made him sweat. The jacket kept him safe if he fell off his bike. He had crashed once before, and the jacket saved his skin. Tom never rode without it after that. As he turned the corner onto Main Street, Tom saw something in the road. At first, he thought it was a bag or some trash. Then the thing moved. It was a dog. A medium-sized brown dog with no collar. The dog stood right in the middle of the road, looking at Tom's bike. Tom hit his brakes hard. The tires made a loud noise on the road. The bike stopped just a few feet from the dog. Tom almost fell off his bike. His heart beat fast in his chest. He was scared and angry at the same time. "Stupid dog," Tom shouted. "You could have made me crash." The dog did not run away. It barked at Tom. The bark was not friendly. The dog showed its teeth. Tom got off his bike slowly. He looked around to see if anyone was walking the dog. The street was empty. No one was around. "Go home," Tom yelled at the dog. "Get out of here." The dog kept barking. It took a step toward Tom. Tom did not like dogs much. When he was a kid, a big dog bit him. The bite left a scar on his arm. Since then, Tom stayed away from all dogs, big or small. Tom picked up a stick from the ground. He threw it near the dog to scare it away. The stick hit the ground close to the dog's feet. The dog jumped back but did not run. It barked even louder. "I said go away," Tom shouted again. He picked up another stick. This one was bigger. Tom did not want to hurt the dog. He just wanted it to leave so he could get to work. The second stick hit the dog on its back leg. The dog made a loud crying sound. It fell to the side for a moment. Tom felt bad right away. He did not mean to hit the dog. He just wanted to scare it. The dog got up again. Now it looked hurt. It limped a little but still did not run away. It kept barking at Tom. The bark sounded different now, more like cries for help. Tom took a step toward the dog. Maybe he could help it. Maybe the dog was lost and scared. As Tom moved closer, the dog backed away. It was afraid of Tom now. "I'm sorry, dog," Tom said in a softer voice. "I didn't mean to hurt you." Tom heard a door open behind him. He turned around. A very large man stood on the steps of a house nearby. The man looked angry, very angry. He wore a tank top that showed his big muscles. His arms were covered in tattoos. He looked like he could pick up Tom's motorcycle with one hand. "What did you do to my dog?" the man asked in a deep voice. Tom's stomach turned cold. He knew he was in big trouble. The dog was not a stray. It had an owner. And that owner looked like he could break Tom in half without trying hard. The big man walked toward Tom with his fists tight. His face was red with anger. The dog limped over to the man and stayed close to his leg. The man bent down and checked the dog's hurt leg. "I asked you a question," the man said. "What did you do to Zeus?" Tom guessed Zeus was the dog's name. "I'm sorry," Tom said. "Your dog was in the middle of the road. I almost crashed my bike. I got upset and threw a stick to make him go away. I didn't mean to hit him." The big man stood up straight. He was much taller than Tom. "You threw a stick at my dog?" he asked. His voice got even deeper. "You hurt my dog because you were in a rush." Tom took a step back. He looked at his bike, thinking about running away. But the man would probably remember his bike. It was bright red with black stripes. Not many bikes looked like that in town. "Look, I said I'm sorry," Tom said. "The dog is fine. It's just a little hurt. It will be okay." The big man took another step toward Tom. "My name is Alex," he said. "I live in this house right here. Zeus is my best friend. He helps me every day." Tom was confused. Helps you? How does a dog help you? Alex pointed to a sign on his house that Tom had not seen before. The sign said, Helping Hands Dog Training. Under the big words was a smaller line. Service dogs for people in need. Zeus is a service dog, Alex said. I train dogs to help people who can't see, people who have problems walking, or people who get very scared in crowds. Zeus is my best dog. He was going to help a little girl who can't hear. Tom felt worse now. He had hurt a special dog. A dog that was going to help someone. I didn't know, Tom said. I really am sorry. Alex looked at Zeus again. The dog was still limping. Sorry isn't good enough, Alex said. Zeus needs to see a vet now, and you need to pay for it. Tom checked his wallet. He had some money, but not much. How much will it cost? He asked. I don't know yet, Alex said. But you're going to pay all of it, and you're going to do something else too. Tom did not like the sound of that. What else? He asked. You're going to help me at my dog training center, Alex said. For free. Every Saturday for a month. You need to learn about dogs. You need to see how special they are. Tom shook his head. I can't do that. I don't like dogs. One bit me when I was a kid. Alex did not look like he cared about Tom's story. You hurt my dog. You pay the vet bill. You help at my center. Or I call the police and report you for animal abuse. Your choice. Tom knew he had no real choice. Fine, he said. I'll pay and I'll help. But just for a month. Alex picked up Zeus carefully. Give me your phone number, he said. I'll call you after the vet tells me how bad Zeus is hurt, and I'll tell you when to come to the center. Tom gave Alex his number. Then he got back on his bike. He was even later for work now. His boss would be very angry. But Tom knew he deserved all the bad things happening to him today. He had hurt an innocent dog, a special dog that was going to help a child. As Tom rode away, he looked back once. Alex was carrying Zeus into his truck, being very gentle with the hurt dog. Tom felt a pain in his chest. It was guilt. He had never hurt an animal before. He didn't feel good about it. The next morning, Tom got a call from Alex. Zeus had a small cut and a bruised leg. The vet bill was $100. Tom agreed to bring the money that day. Alex told him to come to the dog training center at noon. Tom rode his motorcycle to the address Alex gave him. The center was a big building with a large yard behind it. There was a sign out front with a picture of a dog helping a person in a wheelchair. Tom parked his bike and went inside. The center was busy. There were at least 10 dogs of different sizes. Some wore special vests that said, Service Dog in Training. People worked with the dogs, teaching them to sit, stay, and follow other commands. Alex saw Tom and walked over. He did not smile. You brought the money? He asked. Tom handed Alex the cash. How is Zeus? Tom asked. He surprised himself by caring about the answer. He's doing better, Alex said. The vet said he'll be fine in a few days. He can't train until his leg heals, though. That puts us behind schedule. Tom looked around the room. What do you want me to do here? He asked. Alex pointed to a door in the back. First, you can clean the kennels where the dogs sleep. Then you can fill all the water bowls. After that, I'll find something else for you. Tom did not like the sound of cleaning dog kennels, but he knew he had to do it. He went through the door Alex pointed to. There were about 20 kennels. Half of them had dogs inside. The dogs barked when they saw Tom. The cleaning job was not fun. It smelled bad. Tom had to pick up dog poop and throw it away. He had to scrub the floors of the kennels. His clothes got dirty. His hands got wet and smelly. It took Tom 2 hours to clean all the kennels. When he was done, his back hurt from bending over. His arms were tired from scrubbing. He filled all the water bowls like Alex had asked. When Tom came back to the main room, Alex was working with a big black dog. The dog was learning to pick up things from the floor and bring them to Alex. Tom watched as the dog picked up a set of keys and carried them to Alex. "Good job, Max," Alex said to the dog. He gave the dog a small treat. The dog wagged its tail happily. Tom had never seen a dog trained like this before. He was impressed by how smart the dog seemed. Alex saw Tom watching and waved him over. "This is Max," Alex said. "He's learning to help someone who can't bend down to pick things up. Want to see what he can do?" Tom nodded. Alex dropped a pen on the floor and said, "Max, fetch." The dog quickly picked up the pen and brought it to Alex. Then Alex dropped his phone and gave the same command. Max brought the phone too. "That's amazing," Tom said. "I didn't know dogs could learn to do that." Alex smiled for the first time since Tom met him. "Dogs can learn to do all kinds of things," he said. "They're smart, and they want to help people. That's why what you did to Zeus was so bad. He's not just a dog. He's going to change someone's life one day." Tom felt bad again. "I'm really sorry," he said. "I didn't know." Alex looked at Tom for a long moment. "Come with me," he said. "I want to show you something." Alex led Tom to a small room off the main area. There were pictures on the walls. Pictures of dogs with people. In one picture, a dog was helping a blind man cross a street. In another, a dog was lying next to a child in a hospital bed. "These are some of the dogs we've trained," Alex said. "They help people every day. They give freedom to people who couldn't have it without them." Tom looked at all the pictures. He saw how happy the people looked with their dogs. He started to understand why Alex was so upset about Zeus getting hurt. A week passed. Tom went back to the dog training center on Saturday like he promised. This time, Zeus was there. The dog still limped a little, but he looked much better. When Zeus saw Tom, he barked and backed away. "He remembers you," Alex said. "Dogs don't forget people who hurt them." Tom felt sad that the dog was afraid of him. "What can I do to make him like me?" Tom asked. Alex seemed surprised by the question. "You want Zeus to like you?" he asked. Tom nodded. "I feel bad that he's afraid of me," he said. "I want to show him I'm not going to hurt him again." Alex thought for a moment. "You can try giving him treats," he said, "but only if he comes to you. Don't try to go to him. Let him decide if he wants to trust you." Alex gave Tom some small dog treats. Tom sat on the floor and held out his hand with a treat on it. Zeus watched from across the room. He did not come closer. "It might take time," Alex said. "Trust has to be earned." Tom spent the morning helping clean the center again. He also helped feed the dogs their lunch. By the end of the day, Zeus still had not taken a treat from Tom's hand. But the dog did not bark at Tom anymore. That felt like progress. As Tom was getting ready to leave, a woman came into the center with a little girl. The girl was about 8 years old. She wore hearing aids in both ears. "This is Mrs. Davis and her daughter Lily," Alex told Tom. "Lily is the one Zeus is being trained to help." Tom was confused. "How can a dog help someone who can't hear well?" he asked. Alex explained. "Zeus is learning to alert Lily to sounds she can't hear clearly, like a doorbell, a fire alarm, or her mom calling her name. Zeus will tap Lily with his paw when he hears these sounds." The little girl saw Zeus and smiled big. She ran to the dog and hugged him. Zeus wagged his tail and licked her face. Lily laughed. The sound of her laugh made Tom smile too. Mrs. Davis talked to Alex about Zeus's training. Alex told her about the injury but promised Zeus would still be ready on time. He did not tell her that Tom was the one who hurt the dog. Tom watched Lily play with Zeus. The dog was so gentle with her. When Alex rang a bell that Lily didn't seem to hear, Zeus went to her and tapped her leg with his paw. Lily looked up at Alex, who made some signs with his hands. Tom guessed this was sign language. Seeing the little girl with Zeus made Tom feel worse about what he had done. He had almost taken away something very important from this child, a dog that would make her life better and safer. When Lily and her mom left, Tom asked Alex, "When will Zeus go to live with them?" "In about 2 months," Alex said. "He needs to finish his training first, and now he needs to heal completely from his injury." Tom took a deep breath. "I want to help," he said. "I want to make sure Zeus is ready on time for Lily. I know I only promised to help for a month, but I'll stay longer if you need me." Alex looked surprised again. "What made you change your mind about dogs?" he asked. Tom thought about it. "Seeing Lily with Zeus," he said. "Seeing how happy they both were. And learning what these dogs really do for people. It's important work." Alex nodded. "It is," he said. "And we can always use more help." Before Tom left, he tried one more time with the treats. He sat on the floor and held out his hand. This time, Zeus took a few steps toward him. The dog still didn't take the treat, but he came closer than before. Tom counted that as a win. A month went by. Tom went to the dog training center every Saturday. He learned how to help train the dogs. Alex taught him simple commands first: sit, stay, come. Tom practiced with the friendlier dogs. Zeus still kept his distance. One Saturday, Alex was not at the center when Tom arrived. Another trainer named Maria was in charge. She told Tom that Alex had to take his mother to the hospital. She was very sick. "Alex might not be back for a few days," Maria said. "He asked if you could help more this week. Maybe come in after work for a few hours." Tom agreed. He went to the center every evening that week. He fed the dogs, cleaned the kennels, and helped with basic training. Zeus seemed to watch Tom all the time. The dog still limped a little when he was tired. On Thursday evening, Tom was alone at the center. Maria had to leave early. She trusted Tom to feed the dogs and lock up. Tom gave food to all the dogs except Zeus. He saved Zeus for last. When Tom approached Zeus's kennel with the food, the dog backed into the corner. Tom put the bowl down and stepped away. Zeus didn't come to eat. "I'm not going to hurt you," Tom said softly. "I promise." Tom sat on the floor outside the kennel. He waited. After a few minutes, Zeus came to the bowl and started to eat. He kept his eyes on Tom the whole time. Tom talked quietly to Zeus while the dog ate. "I'm sorry I hurt you," he said. "I was having a bad day. But that's no excuse. You're a good dog. You're going to help Lily so much." When Zeus finished eating, he didn't go back to his corner. He stayed near the front of the kennel, looking at Tom. Tom slowly reached into his pocket and took out a treat. He held it out to Zeus. For the first time, Zeus took a step toward Tom's hand. The dog sniffed the treat. Then, very carefully, he took it from Tom's fingers. Tom felt his heart jump with happiness. "Good boy," Tom said. "Thank you for giving me a second chance." The next day, Alex called Tom. His mother was doing better, but he still needed help at the center. Tom told him about Zeus taking the treat. "That's great progress," Alex said. "Zeus is starting to trust you." When Tom went to the center that evening, Zeus was in the main training area, not in his kennel. The dog saw Tom and wagged his tail a little. It wasn't a big wag, but it was something. Tom spent an hour working with Zeus on his commands. The dog followed all of Tom's instructions: sit, stay, come. When Alex arrived late in the evening, he was amazed. "I've never seen Zeus respond so well to someone new," Alex said. "You must have a natural talent for this." Tom smiled. "I don't think it's talent," he said. "I think Zeus knows I'm truly sorry. Dogs can sense things like that." Alex nodded. "They can," he said. "They're better at reading people than most humans are." Before Tom left, Alex asked him a question. "Have you thought about working with service dogs as a job? We're looking for another full-time trainer." Tom was surprised. "Me? But I just started learning about dogs a month ago." "Yes, but you're good at it," Alex said. "And more importantly, you care. We can teach you the technical stuff. We can't teach someone to care." Tom thought about his job as a mechanic. He liked fixing bikes, but it didn't feel important. Not like this work. Can I think about it? He asked. Take your time, Alex said. The offer won't go away. As Tom left the center, he realized how much had changed in just 1 month. He had gone from being afraid of dogs to thinking about working with them every day. All because he threw a stick at the wrong dog. 2 weeks later, Tom made his decision. He would keep his job as a mechanic during the week, but work at the dog training center on weekends. Alex was happy with this arrangement. Tom would get paid for his weekend work now. You're part of the team, Alex told him. And Zeus seems to have fully forgiven you. It was true. Zeus now greeted Tom with a wagging tail whenever he arrived at the center. The dog's limp was gone. He was back to full training for Lily. Tom learned more about service dogs each week. He learned that some dogs could sense when a person was about to have a seizure. Other dogs could smell changes in blood sugar for people with diabetes. The more Tom learned, the more amazed he was by what dogs could do. One Saturday, Lily and her mom came for a training session with Zeus. Tom watched as the little girl worked with the dog. Zeus would alert her to different sounds. A doorbell, a phone ringing, someone calling her name. Lily would reward Zeus with treats and hugs. Mrs. Davis noticed how well Zeus responded to Tom. You must be good with animals, she said. Tom smiled. I'm learning, he said. He didn't tell her about his first meeting with Zeus. That was in the past now. After the training session, Alex had news. Zeus is ready, he said to Mrs. Davis. He can go home with you and Lily next weekend. Lily clapped her hands with joy when her mom told her the news in sign language. The little girl hugged Zeus tight. The dog licked her face, making her giggle. Tom felt happy for Lily, but also a little sad. He had grown attached to Zeus. He would miss seeing the dog every weekend. Later, Alex found Tom sitting alone with Zeus. You okay? Alex asked. Tom nodded. Just thinking about how Zeus is leaving soon, he said. I'll miss him. Alex sat down next to Tom. That's the hardest part of this job, he said. We raise these dogs, train them, love them. Then we have to let them go. But we let them go to people who need them, people whose lives will be better because of them. Tom understood. Like Lily, he said. Exactly like Lily, Alex agreed. Zeus will keep her safe. He'll be her ears when she needs him to be. Tom petted Zeus gently. I almost took that away from her, he said quietly. If I had hurt Zeus badly that day. Alex put his hand on Tom's shoulder. But you didn't, he said. And look what came from that mistake. You found something you're good at. Something that matters. Tom thought about how much his life had changed in just 2 months. Before, he only cared about his bike and being on time for work. Now he cared about dogs and the people they helped. I have something to show you, Alex said. He led Tom to his office and pulled out a folder. Inside were applications. These are people waiting for service dogs, Alex explained. Children who need seizure alert dogs. Veterans with PTSD who need comfort dogs. Elderly people who need dogs to help them stay independent. There were at least 50 applications. So many people, Tom said. Alex nodded. And not enough trained dogs, he said. That's why we need good trainers. People who care. People like you. Tom looked through some of the applications. There was a boy named Sam who had diabetes. A woman named June who was losing her vision. A man named Ray who had lost his legs in the military. Each of these people needs a dog, Alex said. A dog that could change their life. Tom made another decision in that moment. I want to train a dog from the start, he said. A puppy. I want to raise it and train it for someone on this list. Alex smiled. I was hoping you'd say that, he said. I have just the puppy in mind. Alex took Tom to a room where the youngest dog stayed. In one kennel was a small black and white puppy. The puppy jumped up when it saw them, wagging its whole body. This is Max, Alex said. He's 8 weeks old. He has the right temperament to be a service dog. Smart, calm when needed, alert to sounds. I think he'd be perfect for Sam, the boy with diabetes. Tom knelt down to look at the puppy. Max licked his hand through the kennel door. How do I train him for Sam? Tom asked. You'll start with basic commands, Alex said. Then we'll teach him to smell changes in blood sugar. It's a long process. It takes about a year. Are you ready for that kind of commitment? Tom didn't need to think about it. Yes, he said. I'm ready. 6 months passed. Tom was now working at the dog training center full-time. He had quit his mechanic job. The pay was less at the center, but Tom was happier than he had ever been. Max was growing into a beautiful dog. He was smart and learned quickly. Tom took Max home with him every night. They were together all the time. Tom taught Max to smell samples with high and low blood sugar. Max could already alert when he smelled the low sugar sample. Tom still thought about Zeus sometimes. Alex told him that Zeus was doing great with Lily. The dog had already alerted her to a fire alarm at school when her hearing aids were out. Zeus had possibly saved her life that day. One Saturday, Alex came to Tom with news. Sam's family is coming today, he said. They want to meet Max and see his progress. Tom felt nervous. This was the first time he would meet the family of the person his dog would help. He made sure Max looked his best. He brushed the dog's coat until it shined. Sam was 10 years old. He had brown hair and wore glasses. His parents looked tired. They explained that Sam had been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 2 years ago. They had to check his blood sugar many times each day and night. We don't sleep much, Sam's mom said. We're afraid his sugar will drop too low while he's sleeping. That can be very dangerous. Tom showed them what Max could do. He had a sample with low blood sugar scent. He hid it in the room. Find it, Max, Tom said. The dog searched the room and found the sample quickly. Then Max came back and pawed at Tom's leg, the signal for low blood sugar. Sam's face lit up. He can smell when sugar is low, he asked. Tom nodded. He'll be able to smell it in your breath and sweat, he said. He'll alert you before your sugar drops too low, even when you're sleeping. Sam's parents had tears in their eyes. This would change our lives, Sam's dad said. We could actually sleep through the night. Tom felt a warmth in his chest. This was why he loved his new job. He was helping to create partnerships that would make lives better. When will Max be ready to come home with us? Sam asked. In about 6 more months, Tom said. He needs to be a little older and finish his training, but you can visit him any time you want. Sam petted Max gently. The dog licked the boy's hand. They seemed to like each other right away. After Sam's family left, Alex congratulated Tom. You're doing a great job with Max, he said. Sam's going to have an amazing service dog. Tom smiled. I never thought I'd be doing this, he said. If you had told me a year ago that I'd be training service dogs, I would have laughed at you. Alex nodded. Life is funny that way, he said. Sometimes the worst moments lead to the best changes. Tom thought about that first day when he threw the stick at Zeus. It was one of the worst things he had ever done. Yet it led him here, to one of the best places he had ever been. That evening, Tom took Max for a long walk. As they walked, Tom saw a man on a motorcycle speed by. The man looked angry and in a hurry. Tom recognized himself in that man. That was who he used to be. Always rushing, always angry about something. Now Tom walked slowly. He noticed things he never had before. The sound of birds, the feel of the breeze, the happy look on Max's face as they explored together. Tom was no longer in a hurry. He had found where he belonged. When they got home, Tom got a text message from Alex. It was a photo of Zeus with Lily. They were both smiling at the camera. The text said, "Thought you'd like to see how your mistake is doing. He's a hero now." Tom sent back a message. "Thank you for giving me a second chance." As Tom got ready for bed, Max jumped up next to him. Tom had never let a dog sleep on his bed before Max. Now he couldn't imagine sleeping without his furry friend beside him. "We're both lucky, Max," Tom said as he turned off the light. "You're going to change Sam's life. And meeting Zeus changed mine." 1 year had passed since the day Tom threw a stick at Zeus. So much had changed in that year. Tom was now a respected dog trainer. Max was fully trained and ready to go home with Sam. The center had 3 new puppies that Tom would help train next. The day Max was to go home with Sam was both happy and sad for Tom. He was proud of the dog Max had become. Max could alert to blood sugar changes with great accuracy. He was calm and well-behaved in public. He was perfect for Sam. But Tom would miss Max terribly. They had spent every day together for a year. Max slept on Tom's bed each night. They ate together, played together, worked together. Max was Tom's best friend. Sam and his family arrived at the center for the final training session. They would take Max home that day. Sam ran to Max as soon as he saw him. The dog wagged his tail happily. "Today we'll go over everything one more time," Tom told the family. "Then Max will go home with you." For the next 2 hours, Tom showed Sam and his parents how to work with Max. He explained all the commands Max knew. He showed them how Max would alert to low blood sugar. He told them what foods Max could eat and how much exercise he needed. Sam's parents took notes on everything Tom said. They asked good questions. Tom could tell they would take excellent care of Max. At the end of the session, Tom knelt down to say goodbye to Max. He hugged the dog tight. "You're going to be great," Tom whispered to Max. "Take good care of Sam." Max licked Tom's face as if to say, "I will." Tom handed Sam the leash. "He's all yours now," Tom said. His voice shook a little. Sam smiled big. "I promise I'll take care of him," the boy said. "And you can visit us anytime." Tom nodded. "I'd like that," he said. As Sam's family left with Max, Tom felt tears in his eyes. Alex saw and put a hand on his shoulder. "The first one is always the hardest to let go," Alex said. "It gets easier." Tom wiped his eyes. "Does it really?" he asked. Alex smiled. "No, not really," he said. "But that's how you know you did it right. If it's not hard to say goodbye, you didn't put your whole heart into the training." Later that day, after everyone else had left the center, Tom sat alone in the main training room. He thought about everything that had happened since that day with Zeus. One moment of anger had led to the best year of his life. The front door opened. Tom looked up, surprised. It was Alex, and he had someone with him. It was Lily and Zeus. "Lily wanted to show you something," Alex said. The little girl smiled at Tom. Then she made some signs with her hands. "She's saying thank you," Alex translated. Zeus alerted her to her alarm clock this morning. She would have been late for a big test at school. Tom smiled at Lily. "You're welcome," he said slowly, so she could read his lips. Lily made more signs. "She's asking if you want to see what Zeus can do now," Alex said. Tom nodded. Lily gave Zeus a command with her hands. The dog went to a nearby table and brought back a tissue box. Then Lily pretended to fall. Zeus immediately went to a phone on the wall and pulled a special rope that would call for help in a real emergency. "That's amazing," Tom said. "I didn't know he learned to do all that." Alex smiled. "Lily has been working with him every day," he said. "They're a perfect team." As Tom watched Lily and Zeus play together, he thought about Sam and Max. They would become a perfect team too. And next week, Tom would start training a new puppy for a new person in need. Tom had found his purpose, all because he attacked a dog on the street. A dog he didn't know belonged to someone who would change his life forever. When Lily and Zeus left, Tom walked home instead of riding his motorcycle. He walked slowly, noticing the world around him. He was no longer in a hurry. He no longer got angry over small things. He had learned patience and kindness from the dogs he trained. Tom looked up at the sky and thought about how one bad moment had led to so many good ones. He had hurt Zeus in anger, but that moment led him to a life of helping others. Now he trained dogs that would change lives for the better. Sometimes the worst mistakes lead to the best opportunities. Tom's mistake had given him a second chance at a better life, a life with purpose and meaning. A life where he helped create partnerships between dogs and people who needed them. And it all started when a biker attacked a dog on the street. A dog he didn't know would change everything. 6 months passed. Tom was now working at the dog training center full-time. He had quit his mechanic job. The pay was less at the center, but Tom was happier than he had ever been. Max was growing into a beautiful dog. He was smart and learned quickly. Tom took Max home with him every night. They were together all the time. Tom taught Max to smell samples with high and low blood sugar. Max could already alert when he smelled the low sugar sample. Tom still thought about Zeus sometimes. Alex told him that Zeus was doing great with Lily. The dog had already alerted her to a fire alarm at school when her hearing aids were out. Zeus had possibly saved her life that day. One Saturday, Alex came to Tom with news. "Sam's family is coming today," he said. "They want to meet Max and see his progress." Tom felt nervous. This was the first time he would meet the family of the person his dog would help. He made sure Max looked his best. He brushed the dog's coat until it shined. Sam was 10 years old. He had brown hair and wore glasses. His parents looked tired. They explained that Sam had been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes 2 years ago. They had to check his blood sugar many times each day and night. "We don't sleep much," Sam's mom said. "We're afraid his sugar will drop too low while he's sleeping. That can be very dangerous." Tom showed them what Max could do. He had a sample with low blood sugar scent. He hid it in the room. "Find it, Max," Tom said. The dog searched the room and found the sample quickly. Then Max came back and pawed at Tom's leg, the signal for low blood sugar. Sam's face lit up. "He can smell when sugar is low?" he asked. Tom nodded. "He'll be able to smell it in your breath and sweat," he said. "He'll alert you before your sugar drops too low, even when you're sleeping." Sam's parents had tears in their eyes. "This would change our lives," Sam's dad said. "We could actually sleep through the night." Tom felt a warmth in his chest. This was why he loved his new job. He was helping to create partnerships that would make lives better. "When will Max be ready to come home with us?" Sam asked. "In about 6 more months," Tom said. "He needs to be a little older and finish his training, but you can visit him any time you want." Sam petted Max gently. The dog licked the boy's hand. They seemed to like each other right away. After Sam's family left, Alex congratulated Tom. "You're doing a great job with Max," he said. "Sam's going to have an amazing service dog." Tom smiled. "I never thought I'd be doing this," he said. "If you had told me a year ago that I'd be training service dogs, I would have laughed at you." Alex nodded. "Life is funny that way," he said. "Sometimes the worst moments lead to the best changes." Tom thought about that first day, when he threw the stick at Zeus. It was one of the worst things he had ever done. Yet it led him here, to one of the best places he had ever been. That evening, Tom took Max for a long walk. As they walked, Tom saw a man on a motorcycle speed by. The man looked angry and in a hurry. Tom recognized himself in that man. That was who he used to be. Always rushing, always angry about something. Now Tom walked slowly. He noticed things he never had before. The sound of birds, the feel of the breeze, the happy look on Max's face as they explored together. Tom was no longer in a hurry. He had found where he belonged. When they got home, Tom got a text message from Alex. It was a photo of Zeus with Lily. They were both smiling at the camera. The text said, "Thought you'd like to see how your mistake is doing. He's a hero now." Tom sent back a message. "Thank you for giving me a second chance." As Tom got ready for bed, Max jumped up next to him. Tom had never let a dog sleep on his bed before Max. Now he couldn't imagine sleeping without his furry friend beside him. "We're both lucky, Max," Tom said as he turned off the light. "You're going to change Sam's life. And meeting Zeus changed mine."